Yo, what is good, everybody? It's KJ and I am back, and as you can see on the screen, we are here for a Draft League matchup in the LPDL. I'm very worried. This team is super scary. We're playing MSR. I know nothing about them. Quite frankly, I have not played against a lot of the players in this league. I know a few of them, so that's exciting. But yeah, they had the first pick, as you can see, because they have Mewmore, and this team is super scary. Bunch of threats. Mewmore, Wingull, Toadstool's a threat. Axew absolutely bodied me in mocks. Pawniard is quite annoying. And then things like Ekans can be a little annoying. Lebebe might come and be a little annoying. I don't know about Pichu. I don't think Pichu comes to this game, but who knows. But yeah, there's so many things that on this team. This is a very well-constructed team, but I think we might have what it takes to get through. I will say, just throwing this out there, I did make some changes. I know I said I wasn't going to. I did make some changes to the team, and so you'll see after what exactly we do. I say after, probably, yeah, I'll probably add it to the end of this just so you can kind of see how the team is going to look going forward. And yeah, we'll go through, but I'm going to now show you the team and we'll go from there. All right, so first we got the homie Scraggy, aka Droopy Drawers. Yeah, shout out to my wife for these ridiculous nicknames. I love them. And so he's got a Violet, and he's going to be a DD3 attack set with Moxie. I think this thing can really pop off. It depends on sort of when I get it positioned to actually do so. I think it can sort of sweep, especially in the mid to late game, if I can really get it going, set up on something. The problem is what it sets up on. That's going to be kind of tough. It really depends on what he brings. And then also I have to do my due diligence in watching out for different Scarfers, like Scarf Mien Fu rather. Ruins this Mon, so does Scarf Wingull, which is really annoying. So I'm really hoping that I can get this going and just kind of like clean something up, get a quick Moxie boost, and then go from there. It'll start to snowball. Next, we have the Gimme Ghoul, and I chose the coin form this week just because like this needs to be super offensive. It is going to be choice specs. It is Terra Fighting this week, so I was back and forth between Terra Fighting and Terra Ghost. Terra Ghost looked really good because his only resist is Pawniard, and that should be Terraing. Might Terra into normal, might Terra into dark, who knows, but if it leaves its dark typing and does not go into normal, Ghost is 100% free 99 against this team. So definitely choice specs, just gonna be clicking buttons. We do have Terra Blast, obviously for fighting, and Power Gem is there for the Wingull just in case, but I don't think we'll necessarily need it. And then Reflect is there just as like a last-ditch effort. Again, I don't really think we're gonna need it. This thing is not really here to take hits. It's here to just dish out specs Shadow Balls. So we'll see what happens. I think generally speaking, I'm gonna end up doing like more of a defensive Terra with it, just to Terra into fighting so that I don't get killed by a Sucker Punch, and then I'll be able to just fire off a Shadow Ball. So that's kind of my thinking there. All right, next we have Seal. And Seal is also another Violet Mon, and honestly, it's priority, the ability to pivot, and then Icicle Spear is just able to like hit the Axew or the Toadstool if either of those switch in. Like, that's really it. I don't think we're going to actually be able to do too much with this, and this is kind of one of the things that I was seeing in mocks that was kind of difficult, is with Seal being such a defensive pivot. It's nice, but at the same time, a lot of these water types can sort of have momentum and pivot out on it, so it can't really switch it in and get good positioning. So if that is that foreshadowing, maybe we'll see. But yeah, so hopefully Seal can do some work, and we'll see what happens. Next, we have Meowth. We do have the Muscle Band. I was kind of flirting with the idea of Silk Scarf and Life Orb and Normal Gem, all kinds of different things. Muscle Band kind of tilted the calcs in my favor just enough that I actually really liked those, so that's what I ended up going with. And I am U-Turn, Fake Out, Aerial Ace, and that should be Thunderwave, so that is going to be changed. That will be Thunderwave. I had made the team and then made a couple of last minute tweaks, but that will be Thunderwave. So Thunderwave, I'm thinking like the biggest thing is he has two Mons that have Inner Focus, right? I don't think Pawniard is going to come with Inner Focus, but Mienshao might, or Mienfu, damn it. mites. And so if Mienfoo is inner focus, at least I'll be able to, instead of clicking fake out and it just not flinching and then like clicking a button, I'll be able to just T-wave it. And so I would trade Meowth at that point for it if it doesn't get fully powered. But I think the paralysis on something like Mienfoo is going to be massive, especially when it comes to potentially slowing it down so that Scraggy can DD and just kind of outspeed it, right? So we'll see what happens there, but I do think Meowth with T-Wave is going to be really nice. Next, we have Boom the Varoom, which is going to be fun to say all season. It does have Oran Berry. This was kind of like the last Mon on the team. I was kind of playing around with a few different things. I had Choice Scarf Chimchar at first, and Chimchar just wasn't pulling its weight on this particular build. So I went with Varoom, especially because T-Spikes kind of bodied me without Varoom, and I just have to be very careful, right? You can see, obviously as a Defiant Mon, I'm bringing Bulldoze and Parting Shot. I just need to make sure that I'm not giving this thing the ability to just like completely overrun me, right? That's really it. I just need to hope that we can get through this. This could get real ugly real fast if he switches Pawniard in on a like Parting Shot or something. I'm just hoping. I need to be careful. I need to be careful because Pawniard does switch into this. And so I think maybe the first time this is out and I think he's going to switch, I might hard switch just to kind of get positioning, especially because Scraggy comes in on Pawniard pretty easily. So we'll see what happens, but very, very afraid of that damn Pawniard. That's going to be really scary. And last but certainly not least, we have the Drillbur, and this is a Life Orb set. Originally, I was thinking about bringing like Sandstorm, like manual Sandstorm. It was not working. It was not working. It was too slow. This team is super offensive, and I could not get that to work. So instead, I'm bringing Life Orb for attacks, and Spin is really needed because T-Spikes obliterated me in both mocks that I did. Varoom will help with that a little bit, so that is good. And who knows, maybe Ekans doesn't come, and if Ekans doesn't come, there isn't T-Spikes. But in general, I think I feel comfortable with this. This is probably going to be our lead as well, just because other than Wingull, nothing really wants to be in on this. Like, even Wingull, it's like, if he's not Scarf and he risks that I'm Scarfed and then takes a Rock Slide, he's in a bad spot. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, we have coverage for everything, which is good. And I'm feeling pretty good about Drillbur. So this is the squad. I don't know what to expect. This is going to be my first real, like, actual LC game. And it seems like it's going to be fun. It's weird that everything's level 5, but, you know, do what we got to do. So I will catch y'all for the game shortly. Okay, we are back. Oh, man, this is everything I didn't want to see. This is everything I did not want to see. So, I mean, let's see. We've got Pawniard, and it's flying. Mienfoo, Toad, Cool, Wingull, Ekans, which is really annoying, and Axew. Man, this team is not fun to face. Team is not fun to face at all. I think I lead Drillbur. I'm cool with that. Cool with that. Ekans was a toss-up. I didn't know if it was going to be Ekans or if it was going to be the... I didn't know if it was going to be Ekans or if it was going to be the Flower, Flabebe. But yeah, this team, man. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, and check them out. Their channel will be in the description below. But let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, this is actually a decent matchup for us. They're gonna fake out, probably. We'll kind of get to see based on what this does. This could be very ballsy of me. This could be very, very ballsy of me. Because if they're like HJK, it's a roll. If they're HJK, it's a roll. Woo! That U-turn did a lot. I think they're adamant. That U-turn did a ton. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm kind of struggling with calcing these. I need to get used to calcing. I guess that could be adamant max attack. It also could be adamant. Man. It's so hard to calc. This is so hard to calc. Because it's like, you're talking like 1 point difference. Like, it could be anything. Okay, please no U-turn here. Okay, in comes the surf. That's good. We eat that. It's life orb. That's good to know. What do we think comes in here? I do think I can flip turn. Probably could have ice sharded this. We know this is life orb. That's the big thing. We assume that the Mienfoo is Scarf. Okay, he withdraws. That's good. That the Ekans? Is the Ekans. Okay. In comes the Ekans. We flip turn on that. I'm gonna spin here. On the off chance Wingull comes back in, expecting an EQ. This could be a misplay. But even with a Violet and, like, bulky, yeah. Nice. Okay, Wingull down. That's a huge threat gone. Huge threat gone. The question is, now, what comes in? Because Axew could come in first impression. And I think if that is what happens, we just kind of take that. If it's Scarf Mienfu, we'll know. I imagine maybe Toadskool comes in. If Toadskool comes in, we get the big chip on that. Oh. Okay. Fine. That's fine. You're gonna Sucker Punch. But this will tear you out of flying. Which is the important part. Assume Sucker Punch, Terraflying Sucker Punch is coming. This is okay. Yep. If this is not a Sucker Punch, I'd be shocked. That is a little rough. 20 odd kills. Let me go to Meowth here. Oh, man. I think Mienfu is Scarf. This is a setup target. I want to see what they want to do. Oh, come on. That is unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. This is a setup target for Scrafty. Or Scraggy. Losing the muscle band hurts so much, though. Oh, especially for not getting a para on this. There's no way Mienfu comes in. Man, missing that T-Wave hurts. It's okay. It's okay. You can bounce back. There we go. We get the T-Wave now. Okay. We know it's Scarf, so we need 2 DDs. You can freely click Shadow Ball. Losing me out that early hurts, for sure. For sure, that hurts. Ooh, what are we doing big damage to? Oh, that's cool. Ooh, that is a Violet, if I have ever seen it. Oh, the crit is annoying, but it's fine. We live in. But yeah, that crit is a little annoying. Oh, okay. Just a little annoying. I'm assuming this thing is not super offensive. Yeah, doing 16 on a crit. Probably should have done 10 to 13. Kept us out of Pawniard Sucker Punch range, I think, with Terra Fighting. Yeah, that puts us in range. Oh, that's so frustrating. Another... It was a low... It had to be on... If it's not offensive, it had to have been a low roll, too. So, like, 10 as opposed to 16. We had an extra 6 health. We would be living. We would be living a Sucker Punch from Pawniard, potentially. Depending on what the item is. But now we don't because of that. So that's really annoying. Really, really annoying. Okay, I guess we get to see... Actually, is there any reason we don't... Any reason we don't Terra here? I guess U-turn. Yeah, we... That is really frustrating. That crit mattered. That crit really mattered. That crit mattered big time. Man, that sucks a lot. It's okay, though. It is okay. Okay, we just gotta go for it. We gotta hope that this thing is choiced. We just gotta hope that this thing is choiced. If it is, we're good. If it's not, then it is what it is. We gotta go for it. It's choiced. Yep. I'll do it again. All right, Scraggy. Okay. Got a crit. Not a crit. Glasses. Okay. All right. Oh, man. That was crazy. Scraggy, though. My boy, Droopy Drawers. My wife is ridiculous. She is absolutely ridiculous for that. But, yeah, he got the dub. The boy, Scraggy, with the dub. Holy crap. Yeah, GG to my opponent. I think it ended up kind of evening out in the sense of I got the para that I needed. Because, like, the Gimme Ghoul turn was a little rough. Yeah, the Gimme Ghoul turn was a little rough. The Thunderwave miss was a little rough, but Scraggy was able to pull it through. And once I got that second DD, it was like we were just in such a good spot. Like, but GG to my opponent. That's gonna be a 3-0 win. So yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one, everybody. Take it easy. Peace.